Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Tonight's reaction is coming from MURAD Morelli. You know who lives in London. Yes, my friend. And he's going to talk about everybody like Ellen DeGeneres, Shannon Sharp, Justin, and then he has some he's gonna show at the beginning. And I'm gonna let him talk, and I will be right back with my reaction. I will be in and out with my reaction. And as you come in, please hit the subscribe, like, and share buttons, and I will appreciate it so very much. Thank you so much. Also, even this tonight, threw my cash app up there, so I can get some, I can get equipment to make it, make it better, make it more exciting, because I'm getting bored. Ain't y'all getting bored with it? I hope not. I hope not, y'all. But anyway, just so we can do other stuff, okay? But anyway, I'm gonna let Murad talk and see what's going on, okay?
Because this is why I don't go on theme park rides.
Sorry about that.
You don't see me on roller coasters.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
You don't see me running around on banana boat rides, because at any given moment, so many of them can snap. And this particular video of these people in Saudi Arabia where this ride snapped whilst they were up and they came basically crashing down. Luckily, they weren't that far from the ground, and there are multiple reports of injuries for...
Wow. Now tell me if that ain't a lawsuit right there, because did you see how it hit? I wonder who was sitting on the other side. I hope they all right. I hope they all right. So let's pray for them, y'all. Dang. Because that thing looked like it hit hard. I don't ride either now that I'm older. Nope. But anyway, let's continue.
A lot of these passengers who went on this ride. Now, I can imagine that, because they've all survived, that they can easily sue and make a quick buck from this moment. But this is why I don't go on theme park rides. Now you know. Hey guys, it's MERALI'S, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video, guys. So, did somebody say Ellen DeGeneres allegations once again? It looks like all of this is waking up. I don't know about you, but this woman loves to run around and move around countries. Her moving to the UK to escape Trump. I'm not buying any of that. I'm so sorry.
Morale was like, yeah, is Ellen coming to the UK? Why is she coming over here with me? Why is she coming over here? We ain't got nothing for over here. That's what he said.
She has enough wealth to be fine, but it looks like there are new allegations that are hitting the surface, where comedian Adam Carolla has made very harsh claims about Ellen and the working conditions during her long-running Epiness talk show. The 61-year-old host recorded his experience on the show. Oh, Ellen's show. People were scared, and I knew they were scared. I was just sitting in my dressing room, and their segment producer came in, and he went, all right, so we went all over the stuff we're going to talk about you. Christmas vacation or whatever it was. Carolla said that he was asked if he was going to talk about meat or beef or anything like that during his appearance. While he said he wouldn't be discussing those topics, the segment producer still came back right before he went on the show to once again tell him not to discuss about meat or beef. Wow. The comedian then had a feeling about the producer claiming this guy's scared to death. Carolla explained that later on in the day, he spoke to someone who wrote for the show and signed an NDA, and when Carolla asked the writer how Ellen was, they allegedly called her the worst person in history.
And y'all know that Judge Joe Brown, he went on that, and he don't care. He went on there in live TV in podcasts everywhere saying how hateful she was and mean. Everybody was scared of her and all of that stuff. Man, Judge Joe Brown talked junk about her. Everybody still say she mean. And ever since that came out, that's when her show went like straight downhill.
Person in history. Not the worst person I've worked with, but the worst person I've ever met in my entire life. He also compared his experience on Ellen's show to the atmosphere of Jimmy Kimmel and Jay Leno's, claiming the staff on those sets were laid back because the hosts were very nice. She's not a nice person at all, he continued to claim. Everyone was scared of her, which means that she's a mean girl. She's not going to be mean to me. I'm a guest on the show, right? I wouldn't know if it from my exchanges, I would know it from her staff and how her staff cower from her. So allegations about her surfaced in 2020, 2021, and that obviously led to her departure of the show and her running to the Cotswold and coming to the UK. And apparently she's even eyeing any kind of spots here in the UK for her to do something. It became a huge car crash for her, the ending of her career so soon because she was a mean girl and because she had one guest on the show, which basically started it all, where she claimed that she never was invited to Ellen's party. And from then, so many people came forward and out with these.
Y'all remember that? When she tried to say, "Yeah, I invited you," and then the girl was like, "I forgot who the star was, the lady star was." She was like, "No, you never invited me to anything." You know, that started. That's what you talking about. I remember, but I can't remember who the guest was back then.
Conversations. So these are new allegations, but once again about her working conditions and that how she is a secret mean girl. So when there were old tweets of her resurfacing in regards to P. Diddy and in regards to the fact that she has a specific nickname for him, some kind of like baby kind of weird kind of name or something like that, and that the only reason she has that name for him is because they have some kind of intimate relationship, I thought that this woman is definitely evil, because the way that she presents herself, you would never expect her to be a mean girl from the way that she speaks to her guests.
Exactly.
She's chill, she's quiet, she's small, she's not loud spoken. But for people to state that she is the worst person that they've ever met, staff are cowering around her, it must mean that she has some kind of devilish mean girl energy behind the scenes. And so therefore her relationship with Diddy to me is definitely twisted and demonic, especially knowing what that industry even stands on. I would definitely believe that she was up to something with Diddy, one of many celebrities doing things with this man in this.
I know she talking about, "Oh, I know what time to leave. I know what time to leave." And one time when because he was on her show a lot, and she said something, and he walked over to her and Twitch, and he put his arm around both of them, said the word something about some tape, and Twitch had this funny look, Ellen's eyes all big, you know. And then Diddy said something, "I want to dance." So they started playing music. Like, it was weird. But Ellen and Twitch looked like he had said something. Man, that's back then when we didn't know no better. But now that when I saw the rerun, I mean, you know, that little section that somebody had found and said to watch it and watch it good, and I was all in it. Yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. I looked at the TV and somebody got a darn talking about a drug testing scheme. How? Oh, somebody billing Medicaid for urine drug testing that was not performed. Dang, 44 months in prison and restitution. That's in North Carolina, y'all. Sorry about that. I had my TV on, but I have it on mute and it's on like the news. So I glance over. That's why I try not to look over there. But sorry. Let's get back to Ellen, the mean girl, as Murad Morelli calls her. Yeah, mean girl. But Diddy had him shook that day. Had him shook. I ain't playing. And it's let me see. What's the name? The first girlfriend of Ellen's that played on the soap opera, the one Anne. She had to sign an NDA when she was dating Ellen, right? She had to sign an NDA. And then, but she said something about Ellen got so what you call it? When you gotta, where you going? You can't go nowhere. You can't have no friends. You can't go around your family. She got like that with Anne. So Anne had to break it off. You know, and this before she allegedly ran the car into something. But she tested negative for drugs and all of that, drinking and all of that. That darn car had a mind of its own. And I know y'all saw it, and y'all know TMZ was there. Of course, TMZ was there. Where else would they be? But TMZ was there, and y'all saw her sit up. Y'all saw her get up, even though the person in the helicopter was saying a he, but we knew it was she. But she said she was trying to get off, get down. She probably would have got down and took off running because she was scared. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know what she did. I don't know what happened. But I wish somebody would have looked deeper into that one because we actually saw her get up, unzip the thing, and sit straight up. You know what I'm saying? Man, shoot. Yeah, and she was on some talk show. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. And she was telling it. She was telling on Ellen. I don't know why I didn't get that, y'all. But anyway, let's continue. Well, I am talking about Ellen. She was just mean. And Anne told Twitch something. I don't know what. But they both got deleted in the same year. Same like months apart. Okay? Because Anne told Twitch something. I just don't know what. All right. So let's just continue on, okay? So I can find that stuff. I gotta find it.
Freak off, so etc. I 100% believe it. 110%. I'm so sorry. I'm not naive when it comes to this industry. I might overthink. I might overjump to conclusions. Sure. But I do think that she definitely has something to do with whatever the hell he was doing, considering her old tweets with him came out. Now, it's not good news for Shannon Sharp, guys. Yesterday, he was fired from ESPN, but today he is facing another lawsuit. He's been sued for $20 million, guys. In court documents obtained by the U.S. Sun, the woman Jimalita Tillman is suing Sharp, as well as Nightcap host Chad Ochocinco, and the podcast production company as well, Shay Shay Media, coming for all three. The woman claims the host knowingly propagated a false narrative about her marital status.
Hold it. Okay. That's what she's talking about. Now, Shannon Sharp told everybody that she was married when this happened, that she was married. She was not. And she was going through after this, she was going through some kind of divorce. She was not. So the lady asked Shannon to take it down, kept saying take it down. He never took it down, and that's why she's suing his butt, because it was defamation of character. Yeah, she took it. I mean, yeah. And Shannon doesn't, he going through this thing with this girl that took most of his money, but he still don't like his own kind. So yeah, so he's still trying to dog her out, but she getting ready to show you, buddy.
In court papers, he just settled with a $50 million lawsuit with a different woman, and he was just fired from ESPN. And in Tillman's complaint, she explained that on April 2nd, 2025, I participated in a fan engagement moment at an Usher Raymond concert where I interacted with the artist as a selected audience member. It went viral, and in that moment, basically, the defendants made and disseminated false and defamatory statements suggesting that I was married and that my husband was filing for divorce due to my participation, but I'm not married, nor am I going through a divorce. I was not married at the time, and the defendants' false narratives were shared widely across multiple platforms, and it basically hurt me and my public reputation. The woman, who was a global director for the Howard Washington Cultural Center, said she even went on a national media show to refute allegations from the ESPN First Take. So, to be honest with you, she continues, the defendants continued to post the defamatory content across their platforms. I made numerous efforts to contact the defendants to request and remove this, but they disregarded me. The single mother added that the false statements have caused significant harm to my character and my reputation. The continued dissemination of these false statements after I publicly clarified my marital status demonstrates a reckless disregard for the truth. Run her money. I'm so sorry.
And also, in her defense, I'm gonna tell y'all something good about her. Okay, she homeschooled her daughter, and her daughter is like teenager getting her doctorate or early 20s, something like that. Already getting her doctorate. She was homeschooled. She ain't had time to play. Shannon, why you do, man? Better get that woman her money, defaming her character.
because you lot wanted to say, you know what, give that first girl her money, with regards to what happened with Shannon Sharp. So run this woman her money as well, especially when she continuously told these people, take this stuff down.
Yeah.
When you are online and you're talking about stuff, you can't just run your mouth about anyone and everything so boldly, because you will face legal claims coming your way, especially when she even reached out to them amicably to say, take this stuff down, please. It's damaging my reputation. And I remember this woman, I remember when she went viral, if someone's asking you to take something down, take it down. Otherwise, you are going to face legal repercussions. He is now facing a 20 million lawsuit, defamation lawsuit from this woman. She also clearly knows about what she's going through because of the job that she also has. So she's very clued up in regards to her lawyers in where she stands, and she has a good case fighting this. So Shannon Sharp, it's not looking good for you. You should have taken those videos down, these allegations that you made that her husband left her when she wasn't even married. The woman was not even going through a divorce. Like, why are people just making up lies like this so boldly about somebody because it's not going to work for you? I'm so sorry. Like, it's not going to work for you.
And Shannon also has another lawsuit. Y'all remember that the judge ordered Shannon's lawyers and whoever else do not get rid of the videos and the stuff that the 19-year-old used against Shannon to win her case. They told the judge ordered them to keep them because they about to use them in another case for another lady. I think the lady worked at wherever Shannon had worked at. Yeah, she worked with Shannon, and so this is her proof right here. She already had filed, but she was waiting. For some reason she had to wait, or some, I don't know. But the point of the matter is, she gonna use all the stuff that girl, the little girl, well, the 19-year-old used in her case. Most of it, especially that video. She get to use it. That's what the judge said. So that's another lawsuit, and that ain't even got nothing to do with this one. He was just trying to humiliate his own kind. Cause y'all remember what I said? He said, the only way you gonna see me with a black woman is if I'm holding her for the police. Now that's what Shannon said. Okay. So I don't feel sorry for him. Whatever. Okay, let's keep it going.
It will just go left, and you're facing now a 20 million lawsuit after you were just fired from ESPN. Oh, Lord. Justin Timberlake, guys, has come out today to announce that he has Lyme disease, and this has gone viral. This is the biggest story of the day. Wow. After he just finished his 73 million tour, there were videos of him basically dancing, and people were laughing, saying he lost his touch. Well, he's come forward to say that, this is what he's been diagnosed with, and he's got these really serious health issues of Lyme disease. It can be relentless mentally and physically, and he says it's clarified so much of the pain that he felt whilst he was performing. So condolences.
I wish he would have said that, like, when we was all, when I don't know, we thought he was, well, he probably may have been allegedly high. Back then when he first had gotten pulled over, and I'm thinking he was with another woman or something like that, and he got pulled over for a DUI and all, that. I wonder if that's the reason he was doing all that acting out, and they was talking about his concerts back then. I wonder why he didn't tell somebody. I guess he just wasn't ready, but I'd rather tell people than have them laughing at me, talking about me and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's go.
And prayers in regards to Lyme disease, because I believe there are other people who have dealt with that, like Justin Bieber, Avril Lavigne, Shania Twain. Multiple people have dealt with Lyme disease, and it is very debilitating. It's awful. And so this is very intense for this man, and it definitely does explain his lackluster performances recently on the stage that have gone viral over the past couple of years. Now, you guys remember the whole Sean Kingston saga where him and his mother were basically scamming, and the mother's basically been sentenced to jail, and his sentencing is about to come through? Well, there's even more bad news for him, guys. This man is beefing with his lawyer so much that his lawyer now officially wants out from even defending him. It's a wrap. And my guess is because Sean is pissed. Robert Rosenblatt, who was repping Kingston in his federal fraud case, is trying to distance himself from the singer after their attorney-client relationship crashed and burnt. The drama's been bubbling for months, but now Rosenblatt is officially begging the judge to let him walk away from the case, claiming things between him and Kingston are so bad. They're basically on opposite teams. They do not even speak to each other anymore, and they basically are pissed. Rosenblatt first tried to ditch him back in May, but the court blocked him. Now he's back with receipts saying the relationship is toast because Kingston doesn't trust him and has accused him of leaking information to a local journalist, where Rosenblatt said that this never happened at all, and this basically needs to stop, and I want to get out of this. My thing is this. I do believe that this relationship went down the drain because Sean Kingston is being sentenced. He lost the case. The lawyer didn't do what he was meant to do, and Sean wanted to win this, despite the fact that Sean and his mother were basically crooks in his fraud situation. And now, for the fact that the lawyer got blocked from the judge by the first time is crazy. All this man wants to do is leave the case, and the judge is blocking him from doing so. The attorney-client relationship has gone down the drain and completely.
I didn't think a judge could do that if the lawyers say him and the client ain't getting along and they ain't seeing eye to eye. How is he gonna do his job? Do what he's supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? But man, I've always heard of remember the lawyer Diddy had, the black guy, the older black man, he left. You know what I'm saying? He did the paperwork, whatever they have to do, and he got to walk away. Why did this one? The judge made him stay. Are they in the UK or something? They must be over there in the UK with that stuff.
Down the drain and completely dissolved. This is putting Sean Kingston in a far worse position than he was before. So, yeah, not really sure what this man's going to do. Who's going to have to represent him or even fight for an appeal, because this man clearly is going to jail. If there's somebody who was at a great peak in their career that has damaged everything and done a 180 because of their actions, it's Sean Kingston. It's Sean Kingston for sure. You can't even say Diddy because the man beat Rico. Sean Kingston is going to jail. His mother is going to jail. His lawyer doesn't want anything to do with him. And he's gone clearly broke because he was doing all this fraud stuff. This man has completely foiled his career and ruined everything for himself. When you had so many good bops, so many good songs back in the day, and he could have continued or even used that money for investments or something, he basically ruined his own life. Let Sean Kingston's life be an example. Focus, stay focused at all times, because you never know what could take place. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe.
All right, bro. Thank you. All right, so y'all, that's all. That's it. Good job, MURAD. And thank y'all for coming over, and I'll see y'all in the bushes. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the like button, share it if you want to. And thank y'all for coming to Valentine TV. I appreciate it so much. Y'all just don't know. And I will talk to y'all later, okay? Thank y'all. Love y'all. Good night.